Good evening, everybody. Hello. Good evening. We are back. Hedge Racing commentary is back. It's been very demanded and requested that I return to comms after a break. And you know what? Why not? We are back for the remainder of this season. Hedge Racing Season 4. We are here for race number 13, I believe, of the season. And we are here in Japan for the Japanese Grand Prix here at Suzuka. Good evening to anything in the chat before, put it in again because I wouldn't have seen it. Thank you to everybody in the stream. Make sure you drop a like, comment, say hello. I want to know who's here. It's so good to be back. If there's any issues at all with the stream tonight, touch wood, there shouldn't be, but if there is, please do let me know and I'll do my absolute best to fix them. So we are here for Hedge Racing Season 4 and it's a trip to Japan, the third time we visited Japan in the history of this league. The championship battle is really starting to heat up. Hello to Kiana Henshaw. I'm really excited to be back on commentary. I've missed it, and especially with the battle really heating up towards front. Hello to Amelia. I'm going to go through the previous results, the standings, etc. in a moment. But let's just enjoy Q1, of course. If you don't know, we're doing a full qualifying session in this league now, so the top 15 out of the top 20, out of the 20, sorry, go through. Only 18 at the moment. J-Luke is on his way, but only 18 in qualifying at the moment. I've been told it is a dry night tonight. As a commentator, a little bit gutted, like, you kind of want a little bit of rain, don't you? Dry night as Jay Smithy, for the second time, has a little bit of a spinneroo. The man has been in pretty good form in the Alpine. Smithy's had some good races this season, but he can't keep control of the car there in that very, very tricky sector one. We'll jump aboard then with a Hedge Racing debutant. Welcome to Hedge Racing, MUFC Harvey. People will know him. He races with me in Cone. He's now joined this league as a reserve. He's in the Alfa Romeo tonight, making his Hedge Racing debut. So I wish Harvey all the best, and nice to have another new driver joining this league. So we'll see where he puts himself. KXI, top of the standings in Q1, or he was top of the standings in Q1. Apparently there's this big love for Mark Wilson and Scotty Boy, Mr. Freefall, in the chat. I think that's Mark's missus who's in the chat, showing some love for Mark, so that's good to see. Yeah, but KXI up near the top, and he's been the inform man in this league recently, hasn't he? He's a P1 2 weeks ago, a P3 last week, looking to make it 3 podiums in a row. It's him and Vipers Ken sit proudly at the top of the constructor standings at the moment for Williams. We'll go over the standings in a moment. It's time over to Mr. Favi. Mr. Ryan, hope you well, mate. Thank you for joining me as well. As Harvey has a bit of a moment in Sector 3, that's going to kill his lap off. And he nearly comes back onto the track in the path of his Tier 4 rival in Cone, AK. AK going to cross the line on his first lap. We'll have him stay on board then with the McLaren. Let me quickly run through the previous results in the history of this Grand Prix. We visited here in season... Was it season 1? I think it was season 2 we visited here. Ryan Mills took the crown. Ryan Mills was the first, his only ever Hedge Racing win came here in season 2 in Japan. So big up Ryan Mills. He was on the podium by Jay Law and Hobbsy. Hello to Mrs. Freefall, who's also in the chat tonight. Hello to Mrs. Freefall, Mrs. Scott. So yeah, Ryan Mills was the first winner here in season 2, joined on the podium by Jay Lawler and Hobbsy, and in season 3, Stephen got a win here. He was joined on the podium by Hobbsy and Vipers Ken. So Ryan Mills in season 2 and Stephen in season 3, they're both previous winners here at the Japanese Grand Prix. We didn't race it in season 1, so this is the third time in this league that we visit Japan. How good is it to be back on commentary? Thank you to the 10 people that are already in the stream, but even to Atom. Make sure you drop a like, drop comments, let me know who's going to win tonight, and it's so good to be back. There's your previous winners, and Ryan Mills in season 2, Stephen in season 3. Bear with me one moment while I get the standings up, and here are your current drivers' standings as we head into tonight's Grand Prix. We'll stay on board them. One of the title challenges at the moment, M_Hobbsy, the man who won the first race of the season, you can remember, in Bahrain, that double Aston Martin podium, wasn't it? Hobbsy won, Bowie second, and Ethan third, as Hobbsy invalidates there as he enters Sector 2. So that's Hobbsy's first lap done and dusted. Good evening to Ethan. Hope you well, my friend. So Vipers Ken, our current Drivers' Champion, our Season 3 Drivers' Champion, currently sits top of the standings. He's won 3 times this season and already been on the podium 7 times. He sits top of the standings currently on 165 points. Jay Luke is second. He's won 4 times. He's won more races than any other driver. Got 5 podiums. He's on 147, so 18 points separating the top 2, Vipers Ken and J. Luke. Hobbsy, the man you're on board with now, sits third, only 11 points behind J. Luke. It's close at the top for the Red Bull. He's won once this season in Bahrain on the opening night, got 3 podiums, and currently sits third. There's a bit of a gap then down to our 2-time champion, our Season 1 and Season 2 champion, Jay Lawler. He's on 102 points. Not having the season that you'd have hoped for so far, Jake, but as a 2-time champion in this league, you can never rule him out. He's on 102 points at the moment and sits 4th in the drivers' standings with a 63-point gap between him and the leader, Vipers Ken. 5th in the standings is Ethan Willett, the little one. He's got 4 podiums this season, currently sits on 64 points, having a really good season, Ethan. He missed a couple of races as well, and having a really impressive season with 4 different podiums. Jay Mills is 6th, KXI in 7th, the other Williams driver I mentioned, having a really good run of form. He won 2 weeks ago in USA, I believe. Was it USA you won him? I think it was USA. And he also got a podium last weekend as well, so he's on a good run of form, KXI, coming into this race with back-to-back podiums. He's hoping to do that again tonight. Him and Vipers Ken looking very strong in the constructor standings at this moment in time. Complete the top 10, Jay Smithy in 8th. Shout out to Smithy. Not got a podium this season yet for Alpine, but he's put together some really good results, Smithy, a driver that was here in Season 1, and he's really starting to improve now and put some really impressive results together. Another one last week we will mention a little bit. Alfie and Freefall complete your top 10 as it stands. Just to let you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 12 different drivers have been on the podium this season so far. We've had 6 different race winners. That goes to show how open and how close this championship battle is so far. We're not even halfway through this season yet, but every race matters. Every point matters. There's your driver standings. These are your constructor standings now. The Williams of Vipers, Ken and Hobbsy in a bit of a moment again there, was it? Let's have a look. It looks like he has. Let's keep on board with Hobbsy. He's going to round the last corner and currently go pole in Q1 with a 1:29.7, 2 tenths quicker than Jay Lawler, who set his time on mediums. Vipers Ken going to cross the line. Our Season 3 champion, he's going to go pole now with 1:29.6. That's on mediums. He's rapid. He aims to retain, should I say, his Season 3 title. As for the constructor standings, Williams, Vipers Ken, KXI sitting very pretty at the top on 230 points. Between KXI and Vipers Ken, they've won 4 times this season and shared 9 podiums. They are dominating at the moment and currently sit top on 230 points. They'll take some catching. McLaren of J. Luke and AEK sits in second on 4 wins and 5 podiums. They're on 158. Only 2 points separating McLaren in second and Red Bull in third. Red Bull on 156 points. Hobbsy the ever present. And a couple of teammates he's in, haven't they? He started off with Mazzles, then he had me for a couple of races. Now he's got Riordan, but Hobbsy and Red Bull still looking pretty good and currently sit third. AlphaTauri 4th, Aston Martin on 101 points, they sit 5th. Bowie and Little One, 5 podiums between them. And I tell you what, they missed a couple of races and they're a good team, them two, don't rule them out just yet. Mercedes in 6th, Haas in 7th, and by the way, that top 7 I just mentioned then, Williams, McLaren, Red Bull, AlphaTauri, Aston Martin, Mercedes and Haas have all had at least 1 podium, so 7 out of the 10 teams represented have had at least 1 podium this season, which is pretty impressive, considering we're not even halfway through the season yet. Ferrari in 8th on 51 points, Alpine in 9th on 50 points. Both of them teams more than capable with the drivers they've got to get podiums as well. Alfa Romeo currently sit bottom on 29 points there. Franco and Jack Pretty, of course, they're not here tonight, so Harvey and Mazzles will try and do the job for them and get them off the bottom of the table. Look at that view there, the halo of Harvey. What a view that is. I've never seen that view before, but that is a beautiful camera angle. And last week, of course, we had a trip to the Hungaroring in Hungary. It was a dramatic race that killed a lot of drivers. Vipers Ken won that last week. Hobbsy got a podium, and KXI was a double Williams podium last week. Vipers Ken first in the Williams, Hobbs second in the Red Bull, KXI third in the Williams. Jay Smithy got 4th, agonisingly close again to that first podium in this league, but it'll come. To be fair, I think. Oh, shout out for all the women in the chat. To be fair, I think the real. I missed it. Oh, can I do quality as normal? I can do an out. Jayla, you can do quality, mate. Sorry, I've only just seen that. You can do quality. That's fine. Sorry, last week in Hungary, Vipers Ken top, Hobbsy second, KXI third. Jay Smith, he did get 4th, was so close to that podium. Jay Luke in 5th. AK's best finish to date this season was a P6 last week. Atom was the only point of other drivers to get points. Only 7 drivers got points last week in Hungary. It killed a lot of drivers. And of course, as for the track list, Hungary last week, we're here tonight. What's that, Jake? By the way, you're on 5 minutes left, not 4. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Was in Hungary last week, we're in Japan tonight. Next week, we take a trip to South America for a track that's loved by a lot of drivers, including Jay Lawler. Next week is the Brazilian Grand Prix. That'll be a good one, it always is. I remember we started season 3 in Brazil, didn't we? We started season 3 in Brazil, and Brewer won. It set up what was a great season, and looking forward to going to Brazil and commentating next week. But for now, all eyes are on Suzuka. Shame that Red Bull livery's not out in it yet for Suzuka, the white one that we use today. I think it's out tomorrow or Tuesday. That's a shame. I think you couldn't use it for Suzuka, but I'm sure we may see the Red Bull livery next week if it's online. I'm sure that Hobbsy and Riordan might want to use that as J. Luke on his outlap. Has a spinner Rooney. That could cost him big time. One of the championship contenders. Sector 1's so tricky. You'll see a lot of spins there tonight, by the way. One of the most difficult sectors in the game. Got a couple of facts about the Japanese Grand Prix, but we'll save them for Q2. Don't want to run out of content. Having a pre-race shower. Yeah, JLC, Josh back. Hope you are well, my friend. And AK Alfie and Freefall are at risk of tyre on the track. I didn't realise Smithy span out. I apologise for missing that. Didn't know. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I didn't realise that he span out. I'm going to try and invite Stephen. But hello, Hedge, please I go and play foot. Smithy, Hedge, please may I go play Foot Champs and join back in Q3? I have a lot of games to play left, thanks. A lot of games left, should I say, thanks. Oh, is that Mike Whitty? Is that a moment? It is Mike Whitty in the wall. That's a really... Is that in the pit entry? That's a bizarre place to lose the car. Look at that AFL. He's P8 again. Can you believe it? He loves P8, doesn't he? It's just an addiction for AFL. P8 every week. Once again, I'm going to grab a quick drink. I'll be back with you in a moment's time. Hello, I am back for Hedge Racing Season 4, Race 13 here in Suzuka for the Japanese Grand Prix. Thank you to the 12 people that are currently in the stream. I've been told that the stream is having a bit of a lag here and there. If it does crash at all, please do let me know. Again, I do apologise for that. Not really much I can do. But fingers crossed, it remains intact. And apologies if the stream has got out a couple of times. Not particularly much I can do about that. But if it does cut out, please let me know so I'm aware about it. As for Q1, a couple of interesting ones here. The J-Rose when you couldn't set a time, he's out. Mike Whitty also going to be out here on his return to Hedge Racing. Good to have Mike back, a Season 1 OG. You get a lovely shot of both Aston Martins together there. So Mike, the Season 1 OG, had a bit of a moment, then he had a bit of a crash. He's also out in Q1. Smithy's out. And so Stephen. So a couple of interesting exits, shall we say, there in Q1. But nevertheless, that's the fun of that's fun and games of it, isn't it? That's the fun and games. Vipers came up the quickest in Q1. That's a 1:29.6. I think that was on mediums as well, which is pretty not bad, is it? Not bad at all. Someone let me know that the stream's okay. Just give me a thumbs up. Let me know it's alright. That'd be superb. Are we still in quality or are we done? What's going on here? I think we was waiting for Harvey, weren't we? I think we're done now. Oh, good. Thank you very much. Perfect. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Again, you know, there could be a couple of, a couple of freezes, Cal freezy, but hopefully it should be okay. Fingers crossed. Good to be back though. You know, good to be back in the commentary box in this league. And there is Q1 done, dusted, signed, sealed, and delivered. Hypers Ken on the mediums quickest there. Who's out then? Savaganda. Jay Luke, by the skin of his teeth, does go through. Mike Whitty on his return to Hedge Racing is out. Jay Smithy, he'll be upset with that. Crashing out there. Thor Meeson, Stephen, Jay Rosie, we knew had a quality ban, and Alfie. Some big names there out in Q1. Q2 a bit more interesting now, but 5 drivers out, 15 left, and of course the top 10 make it into that final part of qualifying in this final session. Sorry, in this second session. So 15 cars will battle it out. For top 10 will go through. And Q2 for me is always one of the most exciting ones because obviously a third of the grid go out. You know, it's a real battle, this one. You only get it's a shorter time, and it's 15 minutes. And there's your 15 there. Oh, 14. Why is it 14? Oh, because Mike crashed, didn't he? Yeah. So Mike Whitty would have gone through, but he crashed his car. So only 14 go through. So 10 will go through, and only 4 will go out in Q2. Apologies for that. I didn't even realise. But yeah, because Mike crashed his car, he DNF'd. So 14 remain. 10 will go through, and the bottom 4 will be out and will not make it in to Q3. Jay also got a bit of a factor. He said, quick fact, I'm averaging 12 points a race in races completed. If you race more often, mate, you might be near the top. Make sure you're here next week. I've got some facts. Would anyone like to hear a Japanese Grand Prix fact? I do love my stats, mate. You know me. He knows me. He knows me. Here's some Japanese Grand Prix facts. I know there's a few people who like a good fact here. The Japanese Grand Prix has been staged over 40 times, though not all races have been part of the Formula 1 World Championship. A record 13 championships have been decided in Japan. That is a start in it, by the way. 13 World Championships have been sealed, done, in Japan. And I think that's because Japan's normally right at the end of the calendar, isn't it? So, love a good fact. We love a good fact here. Not on it this year. We should be in Japan this weekend, shouldn't we? But of course, COVID means that we're not in Japan this year. But hopefully next season, we'll be in Japan. We already have a fact. I'm going to spin this race. Oh, Mike Whitty, my game froze. Oh, we love a good F1 glitch, don't we? Cody's, we love them. We love them. I've got another fact here, but I'm going to ask the question first. Question for you lot in the stream. Which driver, which F1? Oh, F1. Did Ryan Mills then? Let's start again. Which F1 driver has won the most races at Suzuka? I'll give you a clue. It's 6 wins. Don't cheat. Don't be googling it. Come on. Knowledge. Which driver has won the most races in the history of the Japanese Grand Prix? Come on. Hit me with it in the comments. No cheating. No cheating. Come on. Who gets it first? Come on. No one said it yet. Come on. Someone's going to get it. I'll give you a minute while you all Google it. Go on. Vipers Ken. That's a good answer, but not quite. It's a good guess, though. 10 out of 10 for effort, mate. I don't think he's far off. Vettel, Schumacher. It's one of them. It's one of them. Fact, Hedge is the GOAT of comms. Thank you, mate. Big up, mate. Love you. It's 10 of this. Some good answers here. I'm going to tell you the answer. It's Nikita Mazepin. 6 wins. The GOAT. Nah, it's Michael Schumacher. Well done, Josh. it is the GOAT himself. For me, I don't want to get into a debate here, but for me, the best driver of all time, Michael Schumacher. He's won 6 times in Suzuka, which is the most here in the history of Formula 1. Lewis Hamilton has won here. He's won 5 times in Japan, so he can't catch him this year. But next year, you never know. So there you go. Michael Schumacher with 6 victories has won the most races. We love a fact, don't we, on the Edge Racing stream? We love a fact. We love a good fact. Another question. Would you like another question? Everyone's loving the facts here. The stream's going off on one. Josh, 25 points for that. Not quite, mate. It's not how it works. End of the season, though, we'll do Edge Racing pub quiz. We've got to do a pub quiz, won't we? Here's a fact for you, then. I'll get another question up for you. I know we love a question, don't we? Okay. 1 minute, let me have a look. Who is the most successful team at Suzuka? Anyone know that? What constructors won the most times at Suzuka? I'll give you a clue. 2 teams share this. So it's 2. 2 teams have won, you know. It's pretty obvious. Obviously straight in there with McLaren, and do you know what, Obsy? You are correct. Well done, Obsy. Now get on track, mate. You've got some times to be setting here. What are you doing in stream? You know, pretty obvious. Pretty obvious. Right, anyway, let's focus on Q2. We'll do another question in Q3, so stick around for that. Drop a like on the stream. Click that little bell. Little calling bell, little notification bell, whatever you want to call it. Click that. Never miss a Hedge Racing live stream. I've got all the plugs, me. I know what I'm doing, you know what I mean? 10 minutes to go in Q2. We are here for the Japanese Grand Prix Edge Racing Season 4 race number 13. And we're here in Japan. Into Q2 with 10 minutes to go. J-Law over 129.2, comfortably setting the fastest lap at the moment. But to be fair, the majority of these cars are on the medium. Let's stay on board then with our flying Scotsman, Mr. Cone Racing League freefall himself. Can he put his Mercedes into Q3? A nightmare today. He showed me a video of him racing today in another league. He DNF'd on the first lap, literally 2 seconds into the race. So hopefully he lasts longer than 2 seconds in tonight's race, Mr. Scott, but we'll see. I know that his missus in the chat as well, so big pressure on Scott tonight to perform for his missus, for the Mercedes team, and get some points on the board. So Scott then, who on the mediums here, a driver that's got a lot of potential, shall we say. You know, we all love Scott. Who doesn't love Scott? He's a Cone Racing League legend, like myself. And he's on a lap here, looking to put that Mercedes on the mediums into qualifying 3. Will he do it? I don't know. Will he? I don't know. We'll find out in 10 minutes' time, won't we? Who knows? But hopefully he will, as he approaches that third and final sector on this 18-turn circuit here in Japan. He rounds the last corner, rides the curb a little bit on the inside line. DRS activated, quite a lot of battery left, and he puts his Mercedes in P5, which is comfortable. That is the 3rd best time on the mediums, only 2 tenths slower than Little One. But I tell you what, Aston Martin here, looking pretty nippy in the early stages of the qualifying. Next on board then is our current Drivers' Champion. He won here, he didn't win here, but he won Season 3, looking to retain his crown. At the moment, he currently leads the championship, as we've already mentioned. Vipers Ken in that lovely-looking Williams car, that fresh-looking Williams car, that fresh livery. He won for Renault last season. Can he win it for Williams? Well, at the minute, he's looking pretty good, isn't he, Mr. Vipers Ken? The man who loves qualifying. He's got a record number of pole positions in this league. Tell you what, I'm dishing out the facts tonight, dishing out the facts. And Vipers Ken looking to put himself on pole. J-Law currently the fastest time on 129.2. That is on soft. That's 8 tenths quicker than Hobbsy, who set his lap on the medium tyre, of course. If you finish on the top 10 here, whatever tyre you qualify with your best time, you'll be the tyre you start the race. And so as it stands, J-Law will be sat on softs, Hobbsy on mediums, so on and so forth. Here comes Vipers Ken then on the softs, looking to put his car on pole in Q2. Vipers Ken gets a 128.9. He gets pole pretty comfortably, and for now puts the quickest time. He loves the qualifying time. We all know Vipers Ken loves qualifying, don't we? Loves it. And once again, he's looking pretty quick. Look, who else is looking quick? Is Jack Bowie. He's already looking pretty nippy here on the mediums. He's 4 or 5 tenths up here, Bowie, looking to prove again, and maybe jump his teammate. Both Aston Martin looking pretty good here on the mediums for a Q3 place. We've only got the pace, of course, on opening night in Bahrain. It was a double podium, as mentioned. Bowie in second, Little One in third And as it stands, Aston Martin looking pretty safe to both be in Q3 together. Where will Bowie improve? It's a 133 at the moment for Bowie. Looking like he'll improve that pretty comfortably here. It's going to get into 129, I think he is. He's going to go third fastest on mediums and set a very respectable time, Jack Bowie there. Hobbsy not currently at the finish. There's a yellow flag there, which I think may have been Viper's Ken. Maybe not. Who's in the finish now? Is it Riordan? Yeah, he's not on a lap. The McLaren of J. Luke also not on a lap as of yet. Anyone on a lap? Hobbs, on a lap. But I think he's not on a lap anymore. Has he stepped up? Yeah, he's not. He stepped off, hasn't he? Jack Bowie, is he 5 steps up again, Jack Bowie? Is he improving again? No, he's not. It was a glitch. Okay. Excuse me, 12 people in the stream. Thank you so much for your support. Drop a like on the video. Give us a comment. Let me know you're here. I'll give you a shout out. Why not? I'm going to get a quick drink of water and relax for a minute while we stay on board with Viper's Ken. I think he's going to go on another lap here. Oh no, sorry, he's going on a lap, hasn't he? My bad, he's going on a lap, ignore that. Jaylee on a lap? Yeah, he's on a lap. Let's stay on board then with one of the drivers' title contenders. He's currently sat second in the championship, rather curve a little bit there, Jay Luke, but gets away with it. He'll be hoping to put his name in the history books of this league and win the title this year and take it from Viper's Ken. He might do, it's a long way to go, but it's close. He'll also be hoping to put that car into Q3, won't he, and fight for pole here. Someone let me know if the stream's okay, please. Give us a thumbs up. That'd be magnifique. Oh dear. Oh dear. I turned away for 2 seconds, looked up, and Jay Luke was on the grass. Or the gravel, either or. And yeah, at the moment, him and AEK, McLaren second in the Constructors' Championship at the moment, but both on a bit of difficulty here in Q2. Oh dear. Can you show me the other angle of AEK's car, please, game? Yep, there we go, thank you. Let's see how I missed that World of AEK. Hey, up. Oh, we got invalidated from that. Bloody hell. I am parched. Is parched the word I'm looking for? Parched? I think parched means thirsty, but I may be wrong with that. Is that a yellow flag for a Ferrari? Oh, is it fuel? I think AFL's run out of fuel here, bless him. Mr. P8. Oh, hey up! Bloody hell, through a spinneroo! Hey, is that a reset to track? Hey, whoa! Oh, J. Luke, he never learns, does he? Never learns. Happened the other week. I caught him on the app then, and I've caught him again. Parched is correct, thank you, Hobbsy. J. Luke, mate, you cannot reset to track. Caught red-handed there. Caught red-handed. No one gets over it. No one gets over it when Hedge is watching. That's twice now. Penalty incoming for J. Luke. Fat penalty incoming for J. Luke. Mate, you don't get away with it with me watching. I've got like 50 eyes. J. Luke, mate, come on, son. We don't reset to track. That's one of the rules. VAR. 1 minute, it's gone to VAR, 1 minute. Decision. Penalty. Right, penalty it is. Joking aside, though, don't reset to track. We know better than that. Come on. Unless you're physically stuck. Like, I'll allow it in the castle section of Baku, you know what I mean? Because it's a pain. But, like, you know, come on, yeah, come on. Come on, man. Caught red-handed there, wasn't he, J. Luke? Caught with his pants down. On board then with our reserve driver making his Hedge racing debut tonight as a reserve. UFCR looking to put his car into Q3 and validates right at the death into the pits. But to be fair, for now, he's on the border, isn't he? He's still a chance to still go through here, Harvey. And to be fair, Mazel's Alfa Romeo here. 2 reserve drivers for Alfa Romeo, bottom of the Constructors' Championship. Both doing a pretty good job in quality. As it stands, both going to be in Q3. Ooh. Up the Alfa Romeo. From our big Mark Wilson, the unit. We all love a bit of Mark Wilson, don't we? The legend. My co-commentator last Thursday in Cone. Big up Mark Wilson. Can he put the Alpine into Q3? Has a little bit of a wobble there in that tricky sector 1. We all know how tough sector 1 is, to be fair, isn't it? It's tough. It is tough. Oh, Sean Dyche, didn't I? Yeah, it is tough, though. And let's go. I'm loving racing. in the Alpha. Oh, love it, mate. Love it. Love it. Go on, Mark. In Q3 for the boys. Big up Mark Wilson. Come on, Mark. You can do this. You can do it. You can do it. Mark Wilson currently 11th. He's currently 2 tenths slower, give or take, behind the Red Bull in front of him, Riordan. So, a bit of improvement for Mark Wilson. Could put the Alpine into that final qualifying session. Mark Wilson. Oh, it's Harvey. Hello, Harvey. Welcome to Hedge Racing, mate. Sorry, pal. Didn't realise. Welcome to the league, pal. Good luck tonight. Hey, so far, mate, so good. He's confident, isn't he, Harvey? To be fair, I don't want all those left. He's got a yellow flag on my screen. I don't think there's long. Big up Mark Wilson. Can he put the Alpine into Q3? These are crucial. Last corners here. He rides the curb. He rides it again. Takes the inside line. 6 to the inside. Mark Wilson. Can he put the Alpine into Q3? He's 7th. It probably is. Yes. Right in between them two Alfa Romeos. It's an Alfa Romeo sandwich for Mark Wilson, but it could be enough for Q3. At the moment, 3-4 on the board, and not into Q3 by any means. Big up Man City friend Hedge. Get up the Blues. Up the Blues. Here comes 3-4. Last corner from 10th up to 3rd. It's woo! It's on smoke. He's on flames. Mr. 3-4. And definitely puts his car into Q3. Scotty will be happy with that, Scotty boy. AFL, I think, is calling over. It's a Q2 exit for the Cone Racing League Tier 4 leader. Not for long. AFL, I'm only joking. Big up AFL. Big up AFL. But I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, mate. Armani, mate. I'm coming for you. Tomorrow night in Baku, I'm coming for you, mate. Coming for you. KXI at the moment, not through. He's on the border, isn't he? And, not through yet. A man who comes into the race in good form. I mentioned 1-2 weeks ago. Got third last week. He's got 2 podiums in a row here. Him and Vipers Ken flying in the Constructors' Championship, and he'll be disappointed, KXI, if he doesn't put his car into Q3. I'll tell you that for free. And he'll be hoping that he does. It could potentially put someone like Harvey in trouble, but in fairness, AFL and AK are both out. J. Luke and KXI have got times to put in yet, which could, if they both improve, put Harvey out. But fingers crossed for Harvey's sake. One of them will slip up, but 2 big drivers here, they've got to set lap times and got to put their car through. This is their last chance to do it. It's Baku tomorrow. I know Baku's going to be a good night, mate, tomorrow. I made second there last year. Love a bit of Baku, don't we? We're all on Baku tomorrow. But on board then with KXI, the man I've mentioned it a couple of times, in good form. And he'll be hoping to put that Williams car alongside his teammate into Q3 and strengthen their bid to become Constructors' Champions. He needs a good time with KXI. It could potentially put Harvey towards that drop zone. It could be agonisingly close here for Harvey. He could miss out if both KXI and J. Luke was a little bit further back than you can see into Sector 2. If they both improve, KXI, round the last couple of corners on mediums, he needs to improve by literally less than a tenth to beat UFC Harvey. KXI crosses the line, goes 6th. Harvey on the edge. J. Luke, if he improves, will agonisingly knock Harvey out here. McLaren versus Alfa Romeo. J. Luke knows an improvement here will put him through and knock out the standing Alfa Romeo driver of MUFC Harvey. J. Luke looking pretty good here to go right towards the top. It could have been invalidation that he gets away with it though. Round the last corner, J. Luke crosses the line and goes 3rd fastest. MUFC Harvey agonisingly misses out on Q3 by the skin of his teeth. But I tell you what, starting P11 is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, but Harvey, Riordan, AFL and AK and Alfa Romeo, Red Bull, Ferrari, McLaren, all out. Mark Wilson squeezes, and does Mazzles. They both squeeze into Q3. So 2 Williams into Q3. Is that the only team that has 2? Two Aston Martins into Q3. You can see Bowie, KXI, obviously a little one, will all start on the medium compound tyre. Aston Martin looking pretty good there. So you've got 2 Williams in Q3, 2 Aston Martins, you've got an Alpha Tauri, a McLaren, a Mercedes, a Red Bull, an Alfa Romeo and an Alpine. So only two teams have got both drivers into Q3, and that is Williams and Aston Martin. So commiserations to Harvey, Riordan, AFL and AEK. They are both out and will not be in Q3. Right, here we go then. The final qualifying session here in Japan. Someone let me know if the stream's okay again. That would be very much appreciated, of course. Oh, 10 drivers left, all battling out for pole position. Who's going to get pole here, do you reckon? It's going to be close, I think. Everyone's got a chance, haven't they? Everybody dance, woo, clap your hands, clap your hands. Everybody dance, woo, clap your hands. Woo, clap your hands. I'll show you my quality streak ended last week. Hedge. Mate, go again tomorrow, pal. Big night tomorrow. Big night in Baku. Big night. Go again tomorrow, my friend. 10 minutes to go then in this short Q3 session, in this sprint for pole position. It looks like I'm the only driver not come out of the pitch yet. The other 9 drivers out on track. Who's first to be in the lap? Is it J Law? I think it could be J Law. It is going to be J Law. It's going to be the first driver at number 95 of the Season 1 and Season 2 champion. Looking to make a big night tonight and get back into the mix. He's 4th at the moment behind Vipers, J-Luke and Hobbsy, but by no means out of the running. And he'll be hoping to get a good result tonight, Jake. Get your second win of the season as he hit a bit of a wobble there in Sector 1, which could suit losing some time already. And he'll be hoping to get a good result tonight and put himself back in the mix with still a long way to go, of course. Oh, there's a bit of a wobble there, Mr. J Law, isn't he? Not the cleanest of Sector 1s for Mr. J Lawler. In fact, you look nice helmet though, yellow helmet, I like that. Very pretty. A bit barren on first race, you have an helmet on. Brilliant though. Superb. Who we predicted for pole then? Anyone got any predictions for pole? Who's going to take pole? Any guesses? Any guesses? Any prediction? Oh! It's not another Spinazzola from J. Luke. Oh, bloody hell! Oh, J. Luke. Sector 1, J. Luke don't get along, do they? You spin me right around, baby, right around like a J. Luke, baby. Oh, J. Luke. Oh dear. Oh, what's he doing here? The new McLaren lawnmower out in B&Q now. Oh dear. Oh no, wing. He's a lucky one not to be out there, J. Luke. Little one. That's the first hammer. 29.7 is the time to beat. There's J. Law. He's in the pitch, J. Law. Must have had an incident then. Missed that. Mazzles goes to 136, 3 tenths slower than Little One. Is that a Mercedes next? It'll be free fall. It's going to be free fall then. Where will the Flying Scotsman put himself with his first lap? Only 2 laps registered so far. Next up is the Mercedes of free fall. No, it's not, because he is also in the pits. Even in the dry, this track can be brutal. JB Bowie looked pretty good in qualifying so far. He's next up. Rounds the last corner. Well, he put himself above his teammate. He doesn't. Less than a tenth separating both Aston Martins, but they are on a mission here. KXI, the informed man, flies to the top of the 29 dead. He currently is the fastest. The form continues for this man. Hobbs is going to be next, but as it stands, KXI, quickest Mark Wilson, puts a 130.5. That is the slowest time so far. Will Hobbsy go quicker than KXI? A 29 to beat. Hobbsy doesn't beat it at 29.2. 2 tenths slow, but the times are starting to fly in now. As it stands, KXI on pole, Hobbsy second, 2 tenths separating. A little one, Bowie, Mazzles and Mark. Vipers, J. Luke, Jake and Freefall yet to set a time. Our champion, the Vipers, is on a lap now in Sector 1. J-Luke and Freefall in the pitch, all on an outlap, so next up to set a proper time then, I think, with Vipers Ken. And the time to beat is with his teammate at the moment. KXI is 29 dead, 2 tenths quick at the moment, and Hobbsy's first time. Aston Martin, though, looking pretty decent there, currently sat on the second row together, 3rd and 4th, not much at all, separating Bowie a little one. I have no doubt we'll try and improve even further. Vipers Ken, though, He's starting to pick up some pace here in his bid to go pole and potentially make it a Williams front row. The top of the Constructors' Championship, Williams, aren't they? Looking very, very quick. And once again tonight, showing that pace. KXI at the moment, a 29 dead is the time to be. With 6 minutes to go, still plenty of time for plenty of laps to come in here as the clock ticks at 6 minutes. Vipers getting a nice little tow here as well. Vipers Ken off his teammate. The team orders there for the Constructors' leaders. KXI, even though his P1 could be at risk here, helping out the current drivers' champion and the current drivers' leader. Vipers Ken then with a 29 to beat, rounds the last corner, a 129 dead to beat, and he beats it alright, beats it by 4/10 for 28.6 is the time to beat. Williams as it stands together, looking very pretty on the front row, aren't they? As Jay Lawler gets ready to do his first lap, he will not want to mess up here, knowing that times are starting to fly in above him. And he will not want to lose more ground on the cars ahead of him tonight. It's a big night for Jay Lawler. He'll feel tonight he has to get a good result and start to close that gap on the likes of Jay Luke, Hobbsy and Vipers Ken. He don't want to lose any more ground on them. He also doesn't want the people behind him, like the Jay Wills behind him, Ethan. He won't want them to start closing on him either. So a big night for Jay Lawler tonight as he bids to try and close that gap a little bit on the cars above him. A big lap here as well, you feel, as we are now less than 5 minutes away from the conclusion of Q3. As it stands, it's a Williams front row, Vipers Ken from KXI, Hobbs in third, Little One and Bowie 4th and 5th respectively, Mazzles in 6th, Mark in 7th, J Luke, Jake and Freefall all still yet to set a time. J Luke's still in the pits here, so needs to get out pretty soon to set a lap time. J Law on a lap now, Freefall praying for his fast lap. The rest of them in the pits. Is Vipers Ken going again here? I don't think he is, no. No, he's not. So then, Jay Lawler, as he approaches the final sector here, where will he put that Alpha Tauri car? Will he put himself ahead of the Williams? Will he sandwich the Williams? Will he beat Hobbsy? You feel it's a big moment here for Jay Lawler with only 4 minutes to go. Where will he put that Williams car, Alpha Tauri car? Will he put it on the front row? It's a big call here for Jay Lawler, our two-time champion. It's a 28.6 to beat if he wants pole position. Will he get a 28.6? Jay crosses the line with a 29.3. It's 4th. It's slower than Vipers, Ken, KXI and Hobbsy. But it's a P4 on the second row as it stands for Jay Lawler. He may want to go again here, but you feel he's running out of time to go. He won't have time to pit, will he? So unless he's going again now, which is possible, you definitely won't have time to pit and go again, will he? But 4th so far, Jay Lawler. Not as quick as Vipers, Ken, KXI and Hobbsy. You feel a couple more going again. You can see that Baby Bowie and Matt Wilson go both about to go again. So definitely more time to come in here. Freefall also undergoing a lap at the moment, but spins his car! And that could be calling over for Freefall. Apparently my clock is 9 seconds ahead. Oh, okay, that's weird, isn't it? But Freefall there, he's set to one. Not set a time, currently dead last in Q3. Maybe qualifying over for him there. A nightmare for Mr. Freefall. And that will hinder his progress, especially when he's looking pretty good in Q2, weren't he? You expect him to be up there tonight. But a disappointing moment in qualifying there as he loses the car in that tricky sector 3. I also think that Jay Lawler's qualifying is probably done and dusted as well, because he's not going to have time to pit and go out again. It's quite a long way around the track, so Jay Lawler could be done and dusted there as well. A P4 at the very best for Jay Lawler. Bowie and Mark Wilson on an out laps. They want to still get and try and improve their times here. The rest in the pits, but still have time to come out within the next 40 seconds, you feel, and get a time in. Jay Lawler pitting probably doesn't have time. It's going to be a push, but probably run out of time by the time he gets in the pits. Probably won't have time to go again. But is Freefall going again here? Possibly. Jay Bowie currently in 6th, but on a lap now to try and get better than 6th. Bowie not happy with 6th, is he? Thank you to the 10 people in the stream for Hedge Race Season 4, Race 13 here at Suzuka for the Japanese Grand Prix as Q3 coming to a dramatic end here, about 2 minutes to go here, and the battle for pole is still well and truly on. Some cars starting to come out the pits there, you can see Bowie and Mark Freefall all out of the pits. There's a McLaren of J Luke that's also, I think, on his way out. There's an Alfa Romeo of Mazzles on his way out, so a lot of the cars now coming out here to try and improve. The majority of cars coming out here to try and improve, so this qualifying session is not done and dusted just yet, not by a long shot. Both Williams coming out. It's only Jay Lawler in the pits. Does he have time to come out? Well, at the moment, I don't think he does. I think he's probably realised that, Jake. An instant a little bit further ahead, it's someone letting somebody pass. On board then with Jack Bowie, who's currently sat 6th with a 29.8, agonisingly close to his teammate Little One, less than a tenth separating Bowie and Little One. Can Bowie go higher than sixth here and put the Aston Martin in a very good position? Both Aston Martins looking very good here. There's a roughly just over a minute to go here in qualifying. J-Law is out, but may not have time to go in. Bowie 3 tenths up, which could potentially put him in sixth. It may. He improves a little bit more, put him ahead of Jay Lawler. Where will Jay Bowie put himself? He rounds the last corner. He's got a 29.8 at the moment. Bowie going to cross the line, and he's going to improve. He is. It's fifth. It's quicker than Little One. It's not quicker than Jay Lawler though. Matt Wilson invalidated. So that's probably his qualifying over. There's someone on the gravel there. Is that free fall? Well, here comes free fall then. Rounds the last corner. Where will free fall put himself? Free fall from 9th up to 6th for 29.6 for free fall. Matt's going to go again. Where's Jay Lawler? Well, I think he's in trouble here, Jake. He's not going to get around there in 20 seconds. So it's like Jay Lawler's qualifying's over, P4 at best. He's not going to get around again. Oh, to be fair, I'm 9 seconds ahead apparently, so maybe, if my clock is wrong, he does have time, but there can't be that much in it. I think it's still going to be a bit of a push here for Jake to get around. If my clock's 9 seconds ahead, he's got, what, 15 seconds to get around? Which even that seems a bit of a push. Mark's retired, so it's P9 at best for Mark Wilson, but still a good effort to get into Q3. Has Jake made it? How off is my clock? I don't know. Well, Jake crosses the line, and it's checker flag, it is out, so Jay Lawler can't go again. So P4 at best for Jay Lawler. Who's next across? Bowie's improving here. Can Bowie beat Jay Lawler and qualify ahead of him? He's only up marginally, isn't he? So Jay Lawler will sit with P4 at best. Apparently he missed the line by a second, which is heartbreak. Can Bowie improve again? Oh, there's a bit of a wobble, that might kill him. Bowie crosses the line, can he improve from 5th? No, he can't, he stays 5th fastest. Next, he's got Hobbsy right on his tail. Hobbsy flying here. Can he beat Williams and take pole? Or can he at least get in between the Williams? He's 2 tenths up here, Hobbsy. Bowie and Jay Lawler are done, but the rest are still fighting out for pole position. Here comes Hobbsy. He's currently got a 29.2. Rounds the last corner. Can he get pole? Can he get in between the Williams? Hobbsy crosses the line. Goes second fastest for 29.9. 0.007. Quicker than KXI, who's also improving at the moment. Next, it's going to be the Alfa Romeo of Mazzles, who's into the pits. He's done. Next then is Jay Luke with his only lap. Where will Jay Luke put himself? Jay Luke going to cross the line and go 4th fastest. Little One also going up into 5th. Jay Law down to 6th. That is qualifying done, and Jay Law will be upset with that. Only P6. He missed the flag by a second to get another lap in. Agonisingly close for Jake. But it's P6, right, a 2-time champion. It's a double Williams front row. How about that? Williams, top of the championship in constructors, and they're sharing the front row. Their pace at the moment is scary. Vipers can on pole. Jay Lawler, KXI second. Hobbsy and Jay Luke on the second row. Little One and Jake on the third row. Wow, what a qualifying. That sets us up for a superb race in Japan. We're going to get a quick drink, back in a moment. So there you go, Williams front row, another pole for Vipers Ken. KXI on the front row, and Williams on the front row together. Hobbsy and Jay Luke on the second row. Little One ahead of Jay Lawler, Bowie in freefall, Mazzles and Mark. What a qualifying session that sets us up for a really entertaining night of racing. Japanese Grand Prix here, Hedge Racing Season 4, Race 13 at Suzuka. And we are here for the Japanese Grand Prix, which should be another absolute thriller. 19 cars on the grid. It's pretty much a full grid. And I tell you what, it could be an absolute cracker with plenty and plenty of drama. Thank you to people that are still in the stream, 13 of you. Much love. I hope you enjoy this race as much as I will. 27 laps here on this 18-turn circuit. It's going to be a madness in Japan. It's always a race that can throw up a bit of a spoil, a bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? A bit of a madness. I have no doubt that once again this will be a race that can really, really entertain. 19 drivers on the grid, so many big battles to be had, and a Williams front row. Will KXI have 18 more than Saved by Vipers Ken? He's the informed man, or will he battling for the win? We will find out, but Williams at the moment in a very healthy position going into this Grand Prix. Let's get the tyres up for you then. So, are your tyres? As mentioned earlier, an interesting one. Vipers Ken on pole on the soft, the two behind him, KXI and obviously on the mediums. Little One and Bowie also in the top 10 on the mediums, so only 4, is it 5? 4 of the top 10 on the mediums, KXI obviously, Bowie and Little One. The rest on the soft, bit behind them, Harvey, Riordan, AFL, Mike and Smithy and Jables on the mediums, so it's a bit of a split, isn't it? Some on the soft, some on the mediums, that'll put strategy into play. You can see there, 19 drivers on the grid, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 19 drivers on the grid, you got 10 on the mediums, 9 on the soft, so pretty much a split. So interesting here, pretty much a 50-50 split between the softs and the mediums. So this will throw up a very, very interesting night. There's big love in the chat for Mark Wilson for free fall. Let's see what happens. I'm going to get a quick drink as the drivers form up on the grid. Back with you in a second. There is your predicted pit stop strategy, a soft hard or a soft medium. I think a soft medium is possible here. Maybe wrong with that, but I think a soft medium is doable here. So we'll see how strategy pays off. No one on the hards. You got, as I mentioned, pretty much a split between the soft runners and the medium runners. Vipers Ken once again sitting on pole. He loves a pole position as Vipers Ken. KXI a little bit further back. He's been overtaken by a few cars, KXI. Not sure what happened there. 13 people in the stream, thank you so much for your love and support as we approach the race start here. Hedge Racing Season 4, Race 13 here at Suzuka for the Japanese Grand Prix, the third time in the history of the league that we visited Japan. Season 2, Ryan Mills won. Season 3, Stephen won. Who will win here in Season 4 and become the third winner here in Japan? Vipers Ken's got a very good chance of doing it on pole. Let's have a look what happened here. So apparently KXI, J. Luke and Hobbsy all spun in sector 1 on the formation lap. 3 big drivers spin on the formation lap, Jesus. Well, that'll be interesting. Stevens lagged out, unfortunately, on board then with Alfie, who's the last car to formate on the grid. 19 drivers here. Thought will be a memorable and entertaining Japanese Grand Prix. Edge Racing Season 4, Race 13. 4, 5 lights. Where it's lights out, and away we go here in the Japanese Grand Prix. It's an electric start from Hobbsy and J-Luke, Little One also in the mix. KXI's dropped 2 places from P2 to P4 as we approach the S section here. Lap 1 in Japan. It's a very interesting start as the yellow flag towards the back, but KXI, the main loser there, started second. He's down to 4th. He's been overtaken by Hobbsy and J-Luke. J Lawler right on the rear end of the Aston Martin. Oh, the Little One, Hobbsy spun. It's another big mistake for Hobbsy, who just can't seem to get any luck. He was up 2 places, had a really good start to the race. He's now spun, and Red Bull both sit right at the back. There's an incident for AK as well, but Hobbsy, who seemed to have a really good race start up into P2, spins the car. He's now agonisingly down into 17th place. Awful for Hobbsy, who just can't seem to get much luck at the moment. What happened there with Hobbsy? Bit further towards the back as Alfie looking for a move on the outside of Mike. It's a lovely move from Alfie off the track a little bit. That's a bit of a spin there though, and can Mike come back at him now? Mike Whitty, wheel sweep of Alfie. It's a great move here for P13. Jay Wills not too far behind either for now though. Mike makes it stick, but Jay Wills closing in here as well. Alfie in a Haas sandwich. But for now, it's Mike from Alfie from J Mills in the battle for P13. Is that rain? No. Did I see rain then? Am I seeing things? Maybe I saw things. Alfie had a bit of a spin there, didn't he? And lost a bit of time. I thought I saw a rain glitch then. Ignore that. What a first lap though. Vipers Ken from J Luke, from KXI, and from Little One in the top 4. Jay Lawler was a little bit of ground. There's a spin there. Is it AFL? It looks like AFL. It's free fall. It's Scott. No, Scotty boy off the track. Jay Wills has gone as well. 2 of them spun. Drama upon drama here on the opening laps of Japan. It's a good start for Alfa Romeo though. The 2 reserves, Mazzles in 7th, Farvi in P8. They're both well in the points for the team. That at the bottom of the standings. How Bowie has a bit of wobble there. Jay Lawler and Aston Martin sandwich. A little one though, right on the rear end of KXI. It's a really good start to race. AK into the pits, but what a start to this race. Drama everywhere you look here in Japan. Mark's not happy apparently. As Little One chasing KXI for that final podium place. Williams versus Aston Martin. Probably not the start that KXI would have hoped for. Losing out to J Luke and obviously Hobbsy span in the end, but lost 2 places from the start of KXI. Now under pressure from a very quick looking Aston Martin. There's a yellow flag. Looks like it's a bit of a nightmare here for AEK, who looks miles behind the pack already. McLaren second in the constructor standings. AEK got 6th last week in Hungary. Had a pretty bad start to this Grand Prix. Here we go then in the battle for P3. As a Little One looking for a move on the struggling KXI. On to lap 3 we go. Of course, not the longest straight in the world here, but it's safe to say the Little One is really close. And I'm pretty sure KXI and Little One had a bit of history. They both battled in Cone. They may have had an incident early in the season in Mexico where they both DNF'd each other, I think. So not the first time that KXI and Little One have been close on track. Jay Lawler, also not too far behind them, will try and probably just charge his battery and just wait for a move while these 2 battle. But Jay Bowie as well here, also not a million miles away. Neither is the Alfa Romeo Mazzle. So a lovely little battle here as Vipers Ken currently sits 2 seconds clear. Oh, Jay Lawler! Oh no, wing! Oh no, I missed it. And it's a VSC, but it's a nightmare for Jay Lawler, who's lucky not to have retired his car. But there's no wing on the Alpha Tauri. I missed it completely. No wing on the Alpha Tauri, and a moment there that will really hinder Jay Lawler's progress in this race. He's been overtaken by Bowie, Maslows and Harvey. He's got no wing as well, so a pit stop for Jay Lawler. I missed it, but a moment there that will really hinder his progress. A man that's having a really frustrating season so far, and that will be something that doesn't help him at all in this race. The VSC start for now, Jay Lawler will be open. It start when he gets to the pits. But a bad moment there. Let's see how changes for you. So Viper says there he is. J Luke up 2, KXI down 1, the winners so far. Harvey up 4, Smithy up 6. You know, J Smith's been in form and already up 6 places this race. Hobbsy, the loser, down 10. Freefall down 10. J Lawler down 3. Real down and AAK down 5. The VSC still out as J Lawler approaches the pits. This could help him out a little bit. J Lawler, oh, it's coming back. It's coming now. As J Luke pits, J Lawler pits, and the VSC's in, and we are back to racing again. There's another yellow flag towards the back. There's AFL also going to throw himself into the pits. So Jay Lawler putting on a set of hards and a brand new wing. It's going to take him a little bit of time. Not the shortest pit stop in the world, and he's still waiting for some reason. That was a really slow pit stop for Jake. On the hards to the end, he's going to come out, I think, behind Freefall. And I think Jay Lawler's going to come out in probably P16, I think. Yeah, he is, ahead of AFL Riordan at AEK. Any battles then towards the front as Vipers, Ken and KXI, Williams back into the top 2, but still the little one and Bowie. Now it's a lovely battle here between Williams and Aston Martin, who both drive in the top 4. Vipers and KXI for Williams in the top 2. Little one and Bowie not too far behind, looking like a very good showing as it stands for Aston Martin here. There's another yellow flag. Is it Jay Lawler again? It is Jay Lawler again. He's having a nightmare, bless him. And again, he's lost more places. He's lost out to Freefall and AFL. Is there more damage on the Alpha Tauri? I'm not too sure, but it's an horrific 4 laps to Jay Lawler, bless him. No damage, but more time lost there for our 2-time champion, who you can never rule out, by the way. Never rule him out, but not the start you'd have hoped for. There's a yellow flag. It's on the S section. Riordan, the Red Bull. We have our first DNF and a second VSC, and our first retirement of the night, and it's the Red Bull of Riordan. And that could be interesting. His little one throws himself into the pit. That could be genius under the VSC. A set of hards for little one. Can we see Riordan there? His car's gone. Little one, Mark Wilson and Alfie all coming into the pits. Let's see your stops for you. There you go. So a few stopping thank you to the 12 people in the stream. Hope you're enjoying this race. What a great start to this Grand Prix. 19 drivers on the track. And our first DNF is the Red Bull of Riordan. He is out of the Grand Prix and becomes our first retiree of the evening, as Williams still in the top two. Little one's pit stop means he comes out behind J. Luke. Both of them on fresh hards though. And the VSC still out now as Alfie and Freefall, both Mercedes. It's over to Jay Lawler. Oh no! He spun! Has he spun? Wait, what? Where's Jake spun? That's in sector 3, no one's near it, so I can't see it. But Jay Lawler has retired. He's out of the race. And it's more misery from what's becoming a really difficult season for Jake, who's out. He's going to get nothing in Japan, but how? It's a full course safety car now. Burt Mayland is going to come out, but Jay Lawler, the man who won in season 2 and in season 1, he dominated the championship for 2 seasons. He's out of the race, and he's going to lose more ground in the title fight. But what has happened to Jake? He is DNF'd in Japan. I have no idea what happened to Jay Lawler. What I do know is that him and Riordan are out. We have a full core safety car here, which will bunch up the remaining 17 drivers. What a spicy opening 5 laps here as our race leader Vipers Ken throws himself into the pits. KXI stays out. He will now take the race lead. 5 laps in, 2 DNFs. The Red Bull of Riordan and our 2-time champion Jay Lawler in the AlphaTauri, both out of the Grand Prix. Drama upon drama. Jay Smithy, it's a rookie era speed in the pit lane. There's that fresh new Aston Martin safety car that Burt Maylander is driving. And what an eventful start to this Grand Prix. 2 DNFs, 2 VSCs, a safety car. We're only on lap 6. I only get a quick drink though as the grid formates itself and everyone starts to form up as we prepare for what's going to be a remaining superb race. Won't be long. Somebody let me know if the stream's okay, that'll be superb, thank you. Hobbs, he says that AFL got a puncture under the VSC. Hobbs ran over the debris and got a puncture himself. Was it Hobbsy? Was that? More drama. What a race. What a start to this Grand Prix. As we approach lap 7 under the safety car, still plenty of cars that haven't caught up yet, but what an eventful start to this Grand Prix. AFL went over something in front of Mike. Oh dear. More drama. What I do know is, we mentioned how good Williams and Aston Martin were doing. Big up Alfa Romeo, who've got both drivers as it stands in the top 4. Mazel's in 3rd, Harvey in 4th. Harvey making his Hedge Racing debut tonight as a reserve, having a pretty good start to this race. Alfa Romeo, as we've mentioned, both rock bottom in the standings. Franco and Jack Pretty, their drivers, but these 2 reserve boys here, as it stands, going to bring on some pretty healthy points as it goes for Alfa Romeo. One way to go, of course, but a good first 7 laps for them. And a really good battle here emerging between Williams and Aston Martin. What a good race. What a good race so far. I've just get on mediums. Fresh mediums currently sat 6th. But there's your early news for you. 2 VSCs, a safety car, 2 DNS, Riordan and Jay Lawler. 17 drivers remain. What a race so far. We're waiting for to catch up with AEK, J Rules, and a little bit further behind is Mr. Jay Smithy. He's pitted against the his penalty. And only 1 penalty so far, 3 seconds for Alfie. It's the only time. Thank you to the 11 people in the stream for your support. As always, Hedge Racing Season 4, Race 13 here at Suzuka for the Japanese Grand Prix. 7 laps in to this Grand Prix, and it's already been a really eventful race with so many pieces of drama, if you like. Evening, Greg. Hope you're well, mate. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're having a nice night, pal. I'm going to get a quick drink then, as I think it'll be in this lap as we get ready to go racing again here in Japan. Right then, it's Bertman coming to the pits. I think he is, and we're ready to get on to lap 8 as we get ready to go racing in what's been a dramatic start to this Grand Prix. On board the KXI, our race leader, who has gone KXI from Bowie. Oh my God! JB Bowie, what has happened there? Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Oh my God! Wow. Wow, 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 wow. What has happened to Bowie? Oh my God. And Harvey, because he's dropped as well. Oh dear, dear me. It's another yellow flag. It's AK and Jan Smithy. What is happening here? Mazzles has dropped as well. What on earth happened on the restart? Mazzles has got a puncture. He has. He's got no tyre. What? Never mind the puncture. Mazzles has got no tyre. I have never, ever seen that in F1. Mazzles has physically got no wheel. What? I am speechless. Hedge Racing comes up again with madness. Back on commentary and bang. What? I do not know what happened on that restart, but that was unreal as Mike Whitty gets done by Little One and Mark Wilson. They both wheel to wheel. Mark Wilson on the outside! Mark Wilson, you sexy devil! What a double move! And who's that? Hey, Alfie! Oh dear! Edge raising his back. Commentary's back. This is turning out to be an absolute cork of a race, but what happened to Bowie on that restart? He was second. Poor Mazzles can't control his car. He's just dropping and dropping and dropping. He's got no wheel. Drama just keeps unfolding here in Japan. Alfie's gone in the S section. It's another DNF. Mazzles has gone as well. Oh my God! What is going on here in Japan? I mean, Mazzles, I can understand, bless him. Alfie into the wall. And every corner just seems to be giving more drama. What a race this is turning out to be here in Japan. Williams still top 2. Mazzles, bless him, in a wall. 9 laps into this race. And it's turning out to be an absolute madness. That's 5 DNFs now in 9 laps. And this is turning out to be crazy. What a Grand Prix. As Vipers Ken hunts down Williams fighting here for the first place. Wheel to wheel. Vipers Ken on the fresh tyres overtakes KXI. But Williams at the moment looking very comfortable. Hobbsy hunting down J. Luke as well. Poor AEK span again. Lucky to not retire there, bless him. That safety car restart was unreal. So unlucky if you're Jack Bowie. But that's 5 DNFs now. Alfie, Mazzles, Bowie, Jake and Riordan. And we still got 17 laps to go. What an opening 10 laps here. If you're in the stream, thank you so much. Hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. This is turning out to be an absolute cracker of a Grand Prix. But what happened to Bowie on the restart? I don't know what happened to him. Because Harvey dropped and Mazzles had no wheel. Physically no wheel. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable drama. But Williams, top of the championship, looking very pretty here. We're 1-2 at the moment. Oh, there's a lovely battle here between Matt Wilson up to 5th. He's flying. Little one behind him. Mikey a little bit further behind. AFL in 8th. Amidst all the drama, AFL is still P8. What? Things guaranteed in life. AFL P8. Death tax is an AFL P8. Things guaranteed in life. Unreal. 3-4 9th. Jables in 10th. Harvey, we mentioned how good Alpha and Man were doing. You've now got a DNF and one in 11th. How things can change. AK Blast him still going, but he's absolutely miles behind. I'm speechless. Genuine speechless. Hobbsy starting to reel in J. Luke for that final podium place. Hobbsy on 9-lap old medium. J. Luke on 5-lap old hards. What a Grand Prix this is so far. Unreal. Unreal. His little one makes a little move on Matt Wilson and puts himself the only Aston Martin left. Aston Martin looking so good earlier. One of them's out now. Little one knows it's down to him to get some points out, and to be fair, above Matt Wilson into the top 5, starting to hunt down now the 2 in front of him as Hobbsy rattle around to J. Luke. What a race. What a Grand Prix. J. Will's not too far behind AFL. As Mike Whitty loses the car, doesn't retire, but loses a heck of a lot of places, and he's out of the points. And that S section is a killer. Woohoo! Oh, and City's gone as well. No, dear me, what is going on here? I can't speak. This is unreal. Back on commentaries, AFL makes a lovely move on free fall. A little bit of contact there. It's J. Mills who lost an end plate, I think. No, he's not. But free fall AFL and J. Mills are in a great battle for P7. AFL for now putting the Ferrari into P7. KXI still staying close to him, isn't he? Obviously still staying close to J. Luke. What a race. Not even halfway through yet, and this turned out to be an absolute blinder of a Grand Prix as free fall, you know, on AFL for P7. A little bit further forward, Hobbsy right on the back end with a penalty. It could be a costly penalty for Hobbsy, who's starting to hunt down J. Luke, who's maybe struggling a little bit on them hards now. DRS here for Hobbsy, not a long straight really, isn't it, on Summer, but Hobbsy with battery and DRS could make a move here and put himself into that final podium place. He does, but Little one a little bit further behind does set the fastest lap. He's flying on the hards and making ground on them in front of him. What a race. There's a free AFL loses not 1 but 2 places there to both free fall and J. Mills. That was interesting. KXI still staying right behind him. It's a Williams battle for the win here, but of course I'm just kind of much fresher tyres. KXI and Hobbsy yet to pit. J. Luke trying to come back at Hobbsy, but you can tell them hards struggling. A little one looking like he's doing a better job on the hards than J. Luke and trying to close on the McLaren. What a Grand Prix this is turning out to be. Thank you if you're still in the stream. 12 people. Edge Racing Season 4, Race 13 in Japan. So good to be back in commentary, and so good to be back here in Japan for what is turning out to be a cracker of a race so far, led by Vipers Ken. I don't know where to look. There's drama everywhere you look, isn't there, here? Let's then move on, who's got J. Luke and the little one for company in the battle for that final podium place. Hobbsy had to put on the mediums, little one and J. Luke on the hards. And J. Luke, who's lost place to Hobbsy, now trying to get back at him. Hobbsy only one of 3 drivers alongside AFL and Harvey to have a current penalty on the track. 5 DNF so far. Alfie, Mazzles, Bowie, J. Lawler and Riordan. It must have been a crazy 13 laps here. KXI gets fastest lap, and I tell you what, on 6 lap older tyres, he's doing a great job here to keep close to Vipers Ken. And Williams having a good battle for the win here. It'll do them wonders for Constructors title, but I tell you what, in terms of the win, for the race win, they're in a great battle here. As are the 3 of Hobbsy, J. Luke and Little One for that final podium place. What a race. What a race. You don't want to touch them curbs, do you? I think we've seen that enough tonight. Matt Olsen under pressure now from free fall and J. Mills. His battles everywhere for places. Oh, J. Luke kind of... Oh, he has in a moment! J. Luke off the track, spins the car, and the man who was in 4th going to lose a heck of a lot of places now, right down to 9th. A big moment that could cost J Luke serious points there. He goes from third down to ninth. Sorry, fourth down to ninth. Little one Mark, free fall, and J Wills all going to jump him there. Oh, J Wills has a bit of a spin as well. AFL back into PA. Yeah! He loves it. Oh, someone spun. Is it Mike Whitty? No, sorry, I thought someone had spun them. Yeah, but a costing out from J Luke there puts him down tonight on hards. That's not the ideal scenario for J Luke. A big moment there. It's cost him. Smithy gets a penalty. Matt Wilson now under pressure from the Mercedes of Freefall, who's starting to rekindle his race after a disappointing start, but he's starting to gain massively now for that P5 spot on the rear end of Matt Wilson. Softs versus mediums. Freefall on the inside. A lot of respect shown there. Gets past him. J Mills, a little bit of contact there. Broke late. Apparently, Jack Bowie's wing took out Mazzle's his wheel. That's why he had a puncture. Freefall here, under pressure from both Mark Wilson and J Mills into turn one. It's a three-way battle here for P5. What a battle between Freefall, Mark and the Haas of J Wills for P5. For now, Freefall leads, but Mark Wilson and J Mills right on the tail of him. It's a lovely fight this for that P5 place between Mercedes, Alpine and Haas. J Mills a race winner so far this season. He won in Zandvoort, don't forget. He's a race winner. He wants to get some more points at the moment in a really good battle here for a place. There's the yellow flag, it's J Luke, and Harvey's gone as well, but J Luke is out of the race, and another safety car, another twist. This has turned out to be unbelievable, and another title contender is going to leave Suzuka with absolutely nothing. It's a second safety car, it's a sixth DNF. J Luke, who is currently coming to tonight's race second in the championship, is out. Japan, he's taking everyone tonight. Oh my god. J Luke coming to this race sitting pretty, second in the championship, not too far behind Vipers Ken. That could be a moment that you look back on and think, wow, that cost J Luke. He is out to sixth DNF, and two of the top four in the championship are out of the race. J Law and J Luke are getting nothing tonight. So a big opportunity now for Vipers Ken and for Hobbsy to pull away and gain some real ground in this title fight. What a twist again. A sixth DNF, and it's a big one. J Luke is out on lap 15. Into the pits come pretty much everyone. Vipers Ken staying out. But the rest, look at that, fresh shots for KXI, Hobbsy, little one. Oh dear. Vipers Ken staying out, you know he's going to have fresh soft runners behind him. This could be crazy. What a race. What a race. Going to get a quick drink, back in a moment. Wow. Oh my god, back in commentary for the first time in weeks, and it's nearly killed me. What a race. Still 12 laps to go yet, my god. Oh, speechless. What a race. What a race. 60 in Ash from 6 different teams. Oh god. Wow. And still Williams sitting in the top two, but I tell you what, does this race now favour KXI over Vipers Ken? Maybe. Vipers Ken on all mediums, KXI on fresh softs that will go to the end. Hobbsy fresh softs, little one fresh softs, free fall Matt Wilson fresh mediums, J Wills AFL Mike Whitty fresh softs, Jay Smithy fresh softs, Steven who's an AI I think fresh mediums. Kez, you want some company, pal? Oh, I didn't see you estimate, sorry. I can try and add you, mate, if you want, but the stream may end. I've had some issues in the past where I've tried adding people and it cuts out. So I'll probably... Can I try and invite you on my phone? Will that work? I don't want to do it in the party, because if I go in the menu sometimes it ends the bloody stream. It's a nightmare. But no, ignoring you, mate. I genuinely didn't see your message. I'll try and add you now. Give me a second. See if I can do it on the phone. I don't want to risk going into the party and trying to add you, because in the past it's ended the stream. Well, when I've done 40 interviews in the past, and invited people to the party, it's been a mess. So, let me try and add you in now. I'm going on my phone now to add you. How do I add you? I'll add you to this party. I'll go into the party. Oh, add, hang on, here we go. Select players. Jay Lawler. Add. You should be in, mate. You should be able to join. We get some company on commentary tonight by our two-time champion, Jay Lawler, who unfortunately DNF'd in this race. But I get him in. Oh yeah. What? I'm good, mate. I mean, I'm guessing you're not the same. What happened? I think it was under a VSC. Oh, Jake, we can't hear you. Put audio on. We can't hear you. Apparently, they can't hear you. Try again. Thanks, Hobbsy. Oh, that's Harvey's a bit of a spin there. We can't hear him. Oh, we can't hear him. Alright, yeah, okay. He's just sorting it out now. Party settings? Is it party settings and then audio sharing? Maybe something like that? Audio on or allow party? I don't know, it's something like that. There's 8 Gary's in this lap, so we approach lap 17 as Vipers Ken leads, but I think this race now favours KXI's teammate on fresh softs. I may be wrong, but I think it does. We will see, won't we? Let's have a look. Vipers Ken's mediums look a little bit worse for wear now, especially on the rear as well. So
right, they should be able to hear me now, I hope.
Right, let us know if you can hear Jake as we are underway on lap 17. Vipers Ken leads from KXI from Hobbs. Hobbs had a really good restart, and KXI could be in trouble here on the run down to turn 1. Both on new softs. Into turn 1 we go. It's not the longest run down though, is it? And KXI for now holds off Hobbsy. You don't want to touch that curb. We've seen that a couple of times tonight, including Jake, who we'll ask Jake in a moment what happened to him. We'll just make sure we don't miss anything. There's a yellow flag towards the back. Is that Smithy? It is Smithy, bless him. Not the first time that Smithy's gone tonight. Quite a few times at Smithy's span. I mean, Jake, I want to ask you first of all here. Ken on 10 lap old mediums, the rest on fresh softs. Do you fancy one of these lot over Ken now?
I think if Hobbsy gets past KXI, I think Ken's in big trouble here. Which he's going for now.
He's
going for right now.
Hobbsy on the outside of KXI! And he gets it done! Does he? KXI comes back! And holds him off. Oh, nice little battle that. Little one also in the mix. Hobbsy's out! Oh my god!
He didn't give him enough room. He didn't give him enough room. If Hobbsy submits that, he could be in trouble.
What a race. 3 of the top 4 in the championship are all out here. And Vipers cannot be like, you know what? This is perfect. Oh my god.
How is that? How many safety cars have you had?
It's not a safety car, this is it. We've had 2. We've only had 2.
How many VSCs? 2 or 3?
At least 3.
Yeah, we won't get another.
And I tell you what, Vipers Ken, if all 3 of his title rivals are out in one race and he's leading the race, will be absolutely buzzing here.
Right, now Ethan needs to get past KXI to put Ken under pressure, otherwise Ken's going to want walk with this, because KXI is not going to let...
Ethan's just set a fastest lap of the race, so he's had a good restart here. He's up for it. I mean, it's very rare you see 4 title players. Mike Wilson has spin. Mike Wilson may have... Oh! Mike Wilson just hit Jay Wills. Oh, that could have been a bad crash. Lucky Jay Wills there. Very lucky. There's a massive pack here but behind Jay Wills of AFL, Mike Whitty and Harvey. And I think Jay Wills had a bit of a moment there because he's just lost another place to AFL. We'll try and keep an eye on this as the race progresses. Harvey gets past Jay Wills. Yeah, Jay Wills must have had damage. It's not visible damage, but I'm guessing something's happened to him that's made him lose place. It's very rare in a race, though, that you get 4 title contenders and 3 of them get DNF.
Oh, that's your plan for you, isn't it? It's just the curves felt absolutely awful. Wheel
to wheel at AFL and Harvey here. And for now, AFL keeps his P6, but he's got a train behind him, about 3 or 4 cars. The gap then's a little bit bigger to Mark Wilson, who's doing a good job, Mark, to be fair to him tonight. Kept out of trouble. in a good position in top 5, but it's going to be an interesting battle here. I mean, as you mentioned, Little One needs to get past KXI, doesn't he?
Ken's burning his battery because he knows that if KXI catches up, then Little One has got every single right to make a move down into turn 1.
Yeah, I agree. It's been a great race. A lot of drama.
What's doing Ken a massive favour is the fact that even though KXI has DRS on him,
Harvey span as well. No damage, and the green flag Emma Racing, but Harvey's lost a lot of place there. Jable's in the pit, so yeah, he must have had damage. Wasn't visible, but yeah, must have had damage. And yeah, I think you're right. I think, is it a 3-way battle for the win, or do you think it's a 2-way battle? What do you reckon here?
I think as long as Ethan is behind KXI, Ken will win this race.
There's another thing. Matt Whitty's out.
It's in the pit.
And AEK as well! No, they're both on the straight. It's not. It's on the straight. It's on the, not straight, sorry,
it's another safety car.
Oh my god, we've lost 2 more drivers. Yeah, so Mike was in the pit, she was right actually. It was AEK that on the track, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You're right. Sorry, that's my fault.
I'm surprised we were allowed another safety car. I thought we'd reached the limit. But
we're down to 10 drivers here. So everyone who's left's getting a point. Steven's an AI, so he's not getting a point, so ignore Steven. We're down to 9 drivers effectively.
Steven leave the session.
Yeah, he lagged out in quali, he couldn't get back in apparently. Wow. What a race. I'm speechless. What a race. 9 DNFs.
I don't know what Ken does here. If Ken stays out, he's really, really risking losing this win.
Well, it's a costly penalty for free fall on the safety car. Let's just give him a penalty and he will not be happy with that. Yeah, I think you're right. This is big for Ken, this. What do? Do you pit? Do you lose some places and pit? I mean, realistically, how many places he's going to lose? Probably 3, 4? Behind the Ferraris at AFL? Yeah, he'd probably come out behind AFL. He does pit. Here we go.
Pitting. KXI staying out. Ethan staying out.
Free fall going to stay out. Yes. Matt Wilson going to stay out. Yes. AFL. He's old. I think Vipers may come out ahead of Smithy here.
Yeah, I think he will do. Now Kenny's going to be in big trouble here.
I'll say I don't come out ahead of Smithy actually.
He's not. How's he? You have damage? How's he taking so long?
Is Steven going to jump Vipers? I mean, Steven's an II, but no, he's not. If Viper comes out 7th, it's going to be interesting this because there's not many laps left. It's going to be 2 laps under the safety car at least here, so 5 laps of racing.
How old are the tyres? 4-lap old tyres for Ethan and KXI. We'll have around 5 or 6 laps left.
Yeah.
I think it's between them two. I don't think Ken's going to be able to get through the field that fast.
And it's alright getting through, you've got to overtake him as well. Yeah, it's not an easy track for overtaking in this. There's not many places that are easy to overtake on. So it's all well and good catching him, you then got to overtake them both, which will be tough. I wouldn't like to call a winner here out of the people who are left.
I don't think we can. I really don't. I think personally it's between KXI and Ethan. I can't see, as much as Ken is very, very quick, I don't think he's going to be able to get through that pack and get past KXI and Ethan at the exact same time. But I've seen stranger things.
Well, so this race has been so far, anything can happen in these last 7 laps. 9 DNFs, 2 safety cars, 3 safety cars, sorry. I think 3 or 4 VSCs. Loads of drama. I don't think we've seen the end of it yet. I think there's going to be about 5 or 6 laps of racing. These 10 drivers are all going to go for it. No one's been lapped, which is good. Normally you'd see someone be lapped by now, but thankfully no one's been lapped. Ignore Steven because he's effectively not in the points at all because he's an AI. So he'll just drop to last. But leave it now.
Ethan's a very conservative racer, so I can't see him spinning off. But if KXI gets put under pressure, I can see him taking up to the curbs. Yeah. He also spun off on the formation lap.
Yeah, 3 of them did.
Yeah, it was, I was right behind it. It was Hobbsy, J. Luke, and KXI.
On the formation lap. That's it. That put us in that put us up for the race. That if 3 people do that on the formation lap, you knew it's going to happen in the race.
If Ethan puts KXI under pressure early, I think he's in big trouble.
Well, I mentioned early in the race, it was Williams versus Aston Martin. Both they had 4 drivers in the top 4. 4 drivers in the top 4, obviously, but 2 Aston Martins and 2 Williams, and it was crazy. Obviously, we've lost since then. We've lost Ken, who's dropped a little bit, and obviously Jack Bally, who had the most unreal incident on the restart, which is a shame because he'd have been in the mix as well. It's a shame that we've lost a lot of drivers, really.
He got a really bad shift of oversteer when he was trying to keep up with KXI, who was leading the safety car restart. He got
Yeah,
a
it's a
really
shame.
bad set of oversteer. So
Was you still in it at that point, or was you out then? I can't remember.
no, I was out. I was
Yeah, you
out.
was out
I was
before,
on
weren't you?
that. I was on
Yeah.
that caused the safety car.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And I would like to say that the DNFs are done because there's a good chance we may see some more. Yeah, hopefully not. But I won't put it past these lot. Especially they're going to push as well now, aren't they? That's the thing. They're going to push.
Yeah.
6 laps to go. And that's
I
sector 1.
can't see Ethan and KXI's tyres wearing down too quickly.
No.
But if they, I don't know how long you can take the softs, but a lot of them have been under the safety car, so
Yeah, I think they'll be okay. They look pretty fresh,
I
don't
think
they?
they'll be fine. Yeah. But if they do, then Freefall and Mark are in a very, very good spot.
Yeah, Freefall getting himself a 3-second penalty under the safety car, which I'm guessing he'll be kicking himself for that. I credit Jay Smithy again because he's been a few times tonight really like he were done and dusted. He's now 6th. And once again, probably going to get a decent result. He's had a lot of good results this season. He wants a podium, and the podium might not happen tonight again, but once again, he's probably going to get some pretty good points here, Smithy, and he's improved a lot. So as long as he can bring it home, he could maybe get a top 5.
Come a long way since season 1.
Definitely. What I will say is KXI, despite the incident with Obsy that I'm sure we'll see later on, he's been in very good form. He's in this league, but he's had a win 2 weeks ago. He got a podium last week. He's top of tier 2 in Cone, so he's getting a lot of good results, and it is coming in this lap. So who's your money on, Jake? You have to make a prediction now.
I think Ethan.
There you go. Let's find out. Another restart where KXI leads from an Aston Martin behind him. Hopefully, the little one doesn't do a Jack Bowie and hit into the wall. KXI is away. It's a good start from KXI. Freefall's dropped. What's happened to Freefall? Did he overtake illegally? I don't know, but he's lost a lot of places there, Freefall. And Viperscan's got a free move there.
That's going to give Ken a bit of a
Into
boost.
turn 1.
He's also taken
He's got
over
past Smithy. Yeah, so good start for Ken, and already he's jumped two or three cars there. Next up the road is AFL Mark Wilson. That stands in a podium position. Go on, Mark. There's a yellow flag towards the back. It's Smithy. I've jinxed him. Commentator's curse. There you go. But Viperscan will be chuffed with that. Getting past Freefall and Smithy, I think it was. And now on the rear end of AFL. AFL won't make it easy for him. But you'd expect Ken on the fresh sauce eventually to make the pressure count. And it's going to be a case of...
a really bad snap of oversteer there.
Is that why he's lost a bit of time?
Yeah.
I think what I was going to say is I think Ken needs to get past these two quickly. Very quickly. Because they're already pulling away.
AFL's a good driver. He's not going to make it easy for him, but Ken needs to start burning that battery.
Yeah, he needs to get past these two quick because the longer he's held behind these two, the top two will just pull away. For now, there's a second separating KXI and Little One. KXI, to be fair, had a good restart. And I think he caught Little One off guard a little bit. But yeah, no DRS, of course, for the next couple of laps. So Ken really needs to start putting AFL under some pressure here. But at the moment, doesn't look like it's happening too much. Mark Wilson, to be fair, on the media, has pulled away a little bit from Vipers. Not pulled away from AFL, though. He's right behind him now. AFL's going for a move here. Let's have a look. I'm not going to get him here.
Take it around the inside.
There's a queue of cars here.
Good exit, AFL.
Behind Mark Wilson.
He's got it.
AFL into the podium places. He's never had a podium in this league. He's got one for now. Yeah, he is. Let's have a look. Turn 1.
Nice, alright.
No, not yet. Jay Mills is right on the rear end of Viperscan here and nearly hit him then. Don't rule out Jay Mills here, as well. He's another one that can get results on fresh softs.
He's to stay off them curbs. Oh, Jesus. That's twice.
So, Viperscan, you can see he's losing a lot of time. KXI is starting to pull away from Little One a little bit. 1.4 seconds, that gap now.
He needs to get back in that DRS.
Here comes Ken! Wheel to a Viper with Mark and gets the move done. What a move that is.
Lovely move, lovely.
And that'll help him out. Apparently Mark's got some damage. Has he got damage? Is that? Oh, that's a shame. No visible damage, but apparently...
No.
Apparently he's got some damage which could cost him a few places. Ken knows he needs to get past AFL ASAP. The longer he's stuck behind that Ferrari, it's going to cost him because he's already losing a lot of time to them two. KXI's lead getting bigger and bigger at the moment, touching 2 seconds now on Little One. So at the moment it's in his favour. Of course, penalties may come into it. There's been a lot of incidents tonight, and I'm sure we'll see some submissions later, but
unless
not including the penalties.
Doing a bit of tyre management, I don't see why he's losing all this place, because when I was racing against them at the start of the race, Ethan looked very, very racy.
Yeah, well, they've got identical battery at the moment, haven't they? The two of them, pretty much.
Yeah.
Apparently it's side pod damage from Mark from Jay Wills earlier, which is a bit of a bollock because you can't repair that, of course. So that's a bit.
Jay Wills is going to get Mark here.
Yeah, Mark in a bit of trouble here, and nothing he can really do about it, which is a shame. A bit further forward, Vipers Ken and AFL into turn 1, and Vipers Ken breaks late. It's another really good move, and now he's in free air. He's got what, 4 laps now to hunt down that top 2. AFL probably being a bit too kind there, but AFL's race isn't with Vipers Ken, is it? So you can understand him letting him go past. And Vipers Ken's now got just less than 4 laps to hunt down that top 2, and he's got every chance of doing it on them pressure tyres now. And maybe, I won't say the race is in his favour just yet, but he's got every chance of winning this race now, Vipers Ken. He just had a purple sector on as well, so yeah, he's looking scary at the moment. A little bit further back, it looks like Smithy's had to pit again, so he's well out of the race now. Probably a P9 for Smithy here if you include Stephen, who's obviously not going to get any points.
Ethan really needs to start picking up the pace here, otherwise he's going to be under a lot of pressure from Ken. Very
he seems to have lost a lot of ground on KXI. So at the moment, KXI is in his court to win this race here. 2 race wins in 3 weeks potentially for KXI, and 3 podiums in a row. So at the moment, he's probably the favourite. As for other moves, the closest battle other than that is Jay Wills, who's now within 7 tenths of AFL. AFL's got a penalty though, so all Josh has to do really is just stay within 3 seconds, and he's got a P4, which will not be a bad result at all. Free fall on the rear end of Mark. I think free fall will probably get Mark due to Mark's damage. But here we go, 3 laps to go. Vipers gets the fastest lap of 1:30.9. Of course, that's an extra point as well. Every point matters, and when your 3 championship rivals are all out of the race, he'll be buzzing with this. Especially if he can bring home a win, which will not be easy. I mean, if he gets past Little One, there's a yellow flag actually. Is that Smithy?
Smithy again.
If he gets past Little One, he's then got to get past his teammate in KXI. Although the teammates, he will not want to throw away the race win. So this could be really interesting.
Harvey's in the pits.
Yeah, damage I think. He's only going to get points, Harvey, though, on his debut, so that's good.
Ken seems to be catching Ethan very, very quickly. About 5 tenths a lap. And
KXI's pulled another 4 attempts on Little One, so KXI at the moment looking very, very good for a race win. Jay will still stuck behind AFL, but as mentioned, as long as he stays within 3 seconds of him, he should be fine for a P4, which will be a good result for Josh. And AFL, to be fair, P5 will be a good result for AFL if he can get out of Mark Wilson's range, because as it stands, I think Mark Wilson will beat him as well, so that could be one to keep an eye out on. It's going to be interesting now. 2 laps to go. I don't think Fab's going to win this race. I think KXI, bar any mistakes, will win this race now. But it's Paul Smithy. It's Paul Smithy. That's a nightmare. Bless him on it tonight.
Finish the race because you get yourself a point.
2 points because of Stephen.
Oh yeah.
Bring it home. Nothing really happening between the top 3 at the moment. Vibes he's closing a little one, but only 2 laps to go. It's going to be close to P2 here. Very close between these 2. Jay Wills, will he get AFL here? I think he will into turn 1. Yeah, he will. Jay Wills into the top 4. Breaks very late.
As much as Ken needs to catch up with Ethan to get into that DRS zone, he also needs to save his battery, because if he wants to overtake him down into turn 1 and get 2nd place, he needs a bit of battery to help him along the way.
100% agree. What a move by Mark Wilson, by the way. The switch back on freefall. Like freefall adding Mark Wilson, that was unreal. What a move that is, back into P6. And if he has got side pod damage, he's doing a very good job, to be fair to him, to still be in P6. That was a great move. So well done, Mark, for that. Vibes Ken now 7 tenths within DRS range of Little One. They both got exactly the same battery, 38% as well. So it's going to be very interesting. On the last lap, can Williams get a top 2, or can Little One hold off for a 2nd place? We will find out.
Ethan needs to save that battery for the straight.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to save the rest of that battery.
Yeah, you'll feel the pressure now when you've got the champion right behind you.
Oh, why's he using it, Ethan?
So is Ken. They're both using it. There's Ken trying to get a move here. He's not going to get him here, but on the straight, you'd back Ken here to get a move and probably get a Williams top 2 here. Ethan's had a great drive and probably deserves the top 2.
It's all going to depend on his exit. It's all going to depend on both their exits.
It's probably going to be Vibes Ken's last chance here, or one of his last chances, as we approach the last lap. And he's got DRS. He's not going to get him here, I don't think. Or is he? He might do, you know. Ethan goes defensive into turn 1. Vibes Ken's have to go on the other side of him. Oh, he wheel to wheel. Little Ethan comes back. What? Oh, wow. And Ken just gets it done. And Ethan couldn't do any more than that. He defended so well. He might get one last chance, Ethan, on the in sector 3 if he can stay behind Ken, but it's looking like a Williams
Ken's
top 2.
tires, it looks like Ken's going to pull away a bit, yeah.
But fair play to Ethan, who's battled so hard for that, and couldn't have done any more, really. A bit further back, Mark Wilson still holding off free fall. And it'll be a very good result for Mark. That he's done very well there, especially with damage. It looks like KXI is going to be your race winner for now. Obviously, depending on what happens with the incident with Hobbsy, which I'm sure we will see later on, but not including that, it's been a very good drive. As KXI, the informed man in the league at the moment, definitely, and he's racking up a lot of points. And penalty or not, that's a lot of points again for him tonight. And for now, it looks like he's going to be the race winner. Ken, I'm sure he'll be happy with second. When all 3 of his rivals have got no points, it's more points for him. He's going to pull away a little bit more, so he'll be happy with that. And Little One, a superb effort. P3 probably a little bit, he probably could have done better than that. Probably be a little bit upset with P3, but still another podium for him. And a very good result. But KXI crosses the line, and he is your Japanese Grand Prix winner. Vipers Ken very close behind him in the end. A Williams top 2. Little One completes the podium. Jay Bowles, to be fair, very good result for him. He gets 4th tonight. Will AFL beat Mark Wilson? I think he will just. AFL, I think this is the best result of the season, to be fair. P5, great result for him. Mark gets 6th. 3, 4, 7th. Harvey in the end gets 8th, which isn't a bad result at all for his first race. As long as he don't mess up on these last couple of corners, he'll bring home a P8. Stephen, of course, is an AI, so he will not get anything tonight. And Smithy will get 9th, so he's got a long way to go on his lap yet, and nearly span again there, bless him. But 2 points, Smithy, he's done the job, brought it home. But well done to KXI on the race win, well done to Vipers Ken, and well done to Little One. That is your podium for Japan. What a race. What a race. Plenty of drama, 9 DNFs, 3 of the top 4 out. Yeah, a very interesting Grand Prix, and I'm sure that Brazil next week will be another madness. Jake, you like Brazil, don't you?
Brazil's one of my favourite tracks, yeah.
That's good to hear, because Brazil is next. And I'm sure that always a chance of rain in Brazil as well. So, yeah, good race that. Good to be back in commentary, and a very entertaining race to be back with. As for driver of the day, the game's giving it to Jay Wills. I'm going to look now because I don't know where Jay Wills started.
P18.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, you can't really go wrong with that. Obviously, I don't make the decision anymore. It goes to a vote, but my personal pick will be Jay Wills from 18th to 4th. That is a brilliant result. AFL deserves a big shout out as well. Up 8 places. Mark Wilson also deserves a big shout out. So them 3 particularly tonight, Jay Wills, AFL and Mark Wilson, great drive from all 3 of them. I'm going to give it to Jay Wills because up 14 places with no pens is a very good effort. Wasn't even that far from a podium in the end, was he? So my pick's Jay Wills, but we'll see what the vote decides later on. Vipers Ken does get fastest lap, so a very good night for Ken. He'll extend his lead at the top to probably around about 30 points to Jay Luke, maybe a little bit more. Of course, we'll do the math, see what penalties come in, etc. 48-minute race, that's quite long, that, actually, for Japan. But that's probably because we had 3 safety cars. But there is your top 3. My voice is gone. What a race. And we'll see if KXI Ken and Little One want a quick interview before we end the stream, because it is getting late. And well done to the top 3, well done to the top 9 that all got points. And we will see you for Brazil in a week's time. If Brazil's half as good as that, we'll be in for a good race. 100%. Let me try and see if these 3 want a quick chat. I'm going to add them on my phone so the stream doesn't end. And thank you for Jake for joining me. It's a pleasure, that. Hopefully on track next week, Jake, and not in the commentary box, but
Well,
it was good fun nevertheless.
I'll be back on my PS4 controller next week and not on the PS5 one, so hopefully I'll race a bit better.
Yeah. Love that. Thank you for joining me, mate. It was a pleasure, that. I enjoyed that.
I know bother as well.
Nice to save my voice a little bit because it was going then. I had a Little One, KXI. I don't think I've ever spoken to KXI before, which is going to be interesting. I didn't commentate when he won the other week, so we had all 3 of them in, and we will see. I'd imagine they'll probably all join, but let's add them in very quickly. KXI, Vipers, and Little One. There we go. See if anyone want a quick chat before we go to bed. What a race. I'm knackered after that. Give them a couple of minutes to join. I'd imagine they probably will, or at least one of them will. Oh, little one's in straight away. Ethan, good evening, mate. Ethan? Hello? Ethan? Hello? 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 Ethan, are you with us? Oh. He's joined, but I can't hear him. I think when you're commentating, you should do driver of the day. Yeah, it's probably not a bad shout, to be fair, Alfie. That could be something I'd probably do. We'll have a look. Ethan, are you with us?
Me?
Hiya. You alright, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad.
How'd you feel after that?
Well, I was on for a P2. Because of safety car came in on the mediums, and then another safety car screwed me over, dropped me back down to provisional P4, and then Hobbsy got brutally murdered. So that put me on the podium.
Well, me and Jake actually thought he was going to win at one point because he was right behind KXI on the restart. What happened? Did you just lose it? Could you not keep up with him?
He's naturally quicker than me at the moment on around Suzuka, so my game plan for the safety car restart was to defend from free fall behind who lost it on the restart. So I was kind of just like in no man's land, waiting for Ken to catch me. And I don't know whether you caught that overtake or not, but brilliant racing.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
one with Ken.
good.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Great battle. I mean, we knew that obviously he put you under pressure. It was a shame because there was one lap to go and you couldn't have done any more, really. You defended as much as you could, really.
Yeah, the tyres were... I'd say they were close to the cliff. They weren't quite there, but they were looking pretty ropey. So I was kind of stuck in between KXI, who was pulling away, and Ken, who was reeling me in. So I was kind of just like, well, if I can stay in front of Ken, then brilliant. If I can't, then oh well, it's another podium in the bag.
I was going to mention that, 'cause that's your 5th podium of the season now, which is actually the 2nd most in the league. You've not won a race yet, but 5 podiums is pretty solid, isn't it? You missed a couple of races as well. So you've got to be pretty happy with that so far, 5 podiums.
Yeah, I've had a bit of a stint of not racing at the moment, obviously moving out, and then I caught COVID, which knocked me for 6.
Yeah,
so struggled to get back to fitness, but I'm here now, and I'll get you fact checked something, Hedge. 5 points finishes, 5 podiums.
Oh, I love that. Wait, really? So you've got a podium in every race that you finished?
Every time I finish, I get a podium.
Oh, so that's a fact and a half, mate. I'll be using that next week. That's a lovely fact. And just so you know very quickly, you are now on 79 points, only 23 behind Jay Lawler.
Alright.
I'm just putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there. You know, it's going to be close. Mate, joking aside, if you face every race now to the end, where do you think you can finish? Like top 4, top 5?
Am I top 5 now?
You're currently 5th in the standings. Before tonight, you was 4 ahead of Jay Wills, who got 4th tonight. So you're going to be pretty close to him still. And you was about 30. You was 28 behind Jake. 38 behind Jake. Sorry, but you'll close the gap a little bit on that. So you was 5th.
I reckon top 5. I reckon top 5. To be honest, if I can get a good string of races together, I should be all right. So yeah, top 5 in the championship's what I'm going for.
How are you feeling about Brazil?
I absolutely hate Brazil. Absolutely hate it with a passion.
Oh, I shouldn't be saying that. It's not, I thought. Do you know what I thought on Brazil? That you'd sue Brazil. I thought you should kind of track that. I don't know why I thought that. But I just thought you'd like Brazil.
No, I struggle with it. It's not turns 1 and 2 and 3 that catch me out like what it does with most people.
Yeah.
It's actually turn 4. Turn 4 is a pain in the arse to try and get right. And I don't know what it is, but I'm just slow around Brazil.
I'll be watching you on that turn 4 next week then. But thank you for joining us, mate, and well done on your 5th podium. You know, as I mentioned, your 2nd highest podium now, mate, so it's not bad.
Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you. As the other boys have come in, I'd like to say congratulations to KXI on your victory, and well done to Ken on your comeback through the field at the end there. We had some good racing, so GG boys. Thank you for having me, and I'll see you next time.
Cheers, mate. Pleasure.
See
Thank
you
you.
next week.
Cheers.
Right. We'll start with Ken, Mr. P2 tonight. First of all, Ken, how does it feel knowing that your 3 title rivals all crashed? That's why I wanted to start.
Well,
One of them sat right here.
There's a bit of controversy. So,
Oh, we
Kate and
can't
I
hear you,
had an
Ken.
incident with Hobbsy.
Ken, we can't hear you, mate. Sorry. Will you just put your sharing on? Yeah, your voice share, and we turn it on, mate. I think he's in the party settings somewhere. I'm being told that. I'm going to say normally yours, you're here every week. Normally yours is turned.
Mine was off as well.
It's back now.
Right, I'll ask you again what I asked you a minute ago. Obviously, when the 3 rivals around you all crash, that must be a pretty good feeling.
Yeah, it was to be fair. I'm not gonna lie about it. It was a good feeling. Yeah.
In terms of the constructors, like, obviously, I mean, nothing's won yet. I think there's still 12 races to go. But like, at the moment, you're about 100 points clear of the rest. I mean, surely now you're pretty confident of winning that.
What?
I'll ask you both that.
Oh, the constructors.
Yeah, the constructors, yeah, because at the moment, I think you're about 100 points ahead, yeah.
We have to bring it home now.
Long way to go, still.
You got to bring it home from here, though, surely. 100 points clear.
But there's still some work to do, so not.
P2's AEK. AK and J Luke.
Yeah, they are.
Oh,
No.
my teammate doesn't show up every week.
Whoa. Cox, if you're watching, mate.
And I have loads.
What I wanted to ask you very quickly was, obviously, you didn't pit on the, I think it was the second safety car when everyone behind you went on softs.
Yeah.
What was the reasoning behind not pitting? Did you just not fancy it, or why did you not pit?
I was really doubting it, but I was looking on that screen where you can see the position where you return, and it was saying P8, and I didn't quite like that. But since everyone behind me made a pit stop, they basically got a free pit stop, so that screwed me over a bit. But on the other hand, if I did pit that lap, then my teammate, I'm sure he had to pit that lap because he was on the mediums, but yeah, so it worked out for him, so that's a plus point. But
Thanks for that.
But
I had to make the decision to pit just to follow you in as well. As soon as that safety car came out, I was like, yeah, I have to pit now. It's just gonna be too late. So I was gonna follow you in, but yeah.
Were you two speaking together in a party chat?
No.
I kind of like the coordination that you had together. So Cakes, I weren't really pushing onto you when you were on the mediums. He was on the fresh softs. So was that coordinated pre-race or?
No.
What's that?
Just a little bit of
Just
respect
feel each
between
other.
the pairing.
Same
Bit of a dodgy comment there, Ken.
That's why they talk. That's why they're 100 points clear. Tactics. I wanted to ask Ken, if my maths is correct, and I didn't pass maths at school, so this might be wrong, but I think you're 38 points clear now. I mean, there's still a long way to go, but it's a decent gap. Are you confident of winning it? And who do you think, if you had to pick one name, and I know it's a bit tough, but you had to pick one name, who do you think your biggest rival is at the moment to compete for the win?
It has to be J Luke, I think. If you see the standings, currently he's the closest.
Yeah.
He is a fast driver, so it's always tough racing against him. If he's behind me or I'm behind him, it's always quite difficult to race for both of us. So yeah, it's quite challenging. But
well, the gap gets bigger, mate. It's
yeah,
Brazil
exactly.
next. What were you thinking about Brazil?
I hated it last game, but I haven't raced on it yet on this game, so I don't know. I can't tell much about it, but
Okay, that's fair. Get some practice in.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, pleasure, mate, as always. Well done tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, pleasure, mate. We've waited in wait. So KXI, second win in 3 weeks, 3 podiums in a row. But I have to ask you first, what happened with you and Hobbsy? I've got to ask you.
Well, I defended the inside into the hairpin, and yeah, his report's right. He gave me room on the into the hairpin, but yeah, I thought I gave him enough room to get that fast right-hander. But obviously, I haven't seen my own footage yet.
Yeah, I'm sure. Obviously, when we see them both, we'll have a clear understanding, won't we? Obviously, it's not fair to make judgment or.
I have to say, personally, maybe I'm wrong, but it looks like there's still, a couple of inches of room on the
Yeah,
right-hand side just to take that corner a bit tighter. But yeah, I don't know. I guess
It's a very hard corner to take right on the inside line because you lose a lot of pace and it's hard to hold it in on full turn. So
yeah, I suppose it is. Yeah, it was, I guess, aggressive, but
that's racing.
Obviously, we've only seen it once, haven't we? I've only seen it once, so it's impossible. I had to ask you because obviously it was a big moment in the race. But let's not let it overshadow your race because obviously if you include, I mean, obviously we don't know what happened with the incident yet, but that's another win. That's 2 wins in 3 races. It's 3 podiums in a row. You've started to get a pretty mad run of form all of a sudden.
I stopped crashing. That's what I did.
Because even in Cone, you top a tier 2 at the moment, aren't you? So
yeah, I'm doing not too bad in Kona.
So you're getting a lot of good results. I mean, what I want to ask you is, you didn't join until about, I think it was 5 or 6 races into the season. Do you think if you'd have joined from the start, you'd have been up there in the title race?
Yeah, well, it depends how quickly I sorted myself out. But I think my form now, yeah, probably.
Yeah, your form's great. So obviously 2 wins in 3 weeks. Obviously, was it a P3 last week? I think it was a P3 in Hungary.
Yeah.
So you're going to go run a form, and I think Ken's happy because you're helping him with the constructors as well.
Yeah, man, it's clicked.
Exactly. Perfect. Brazil next week, are you confident around there, or?
I have to say, Brazil is one of my stronger ones. I do like Brazil, so...
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that.
Feeling happy for Brazil next week.
Well, congratulations on your win, mate. I'm sure we'll be seeing you more time this season, all being well. Yeah, I'm sure it won't be the last time we speak to him this season. And well done on your win, mate. Good points again, that, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, appreciate that.
Pleasure,
Cheers,
mate.
guys.
Cheers, mate. There you have it. There's your top 3. Little One, Ken, and KXI in what was a pretty mental race. Fair, every week's mental in this league. But yeah, nice to have Jay Lawler alongside me. I'm sure he'd rather have been on the track competing for the win. But Jake, pleasure, mate.
I'm never racing that track again.
There you go. That's 3 different winners in Japan now. Ryan Mills won here in season 2. Stephen won here in season 3, and KXI wins here in season 4. So Japan, I don't know if we'll see Japan next season or not, but if not, it's been a pleasure. Thank you to all the people that joined me in the stream. Loads of comments on that. I'll try and go through them all because there were so many, but thank you to everyone that joined. Thank you to Jake once more. Thank you to the 3 for race number 14 of the season. We are in Brazil for the Brazil